Welcome back to the Mental Mobility Podcast. This is Pete. I'm here and I talk about mental health, physical health, and the correlation between the two. And today, what we're going to talk about is learning to cope with change and bad news. My voice might be low. Please don't hate me because of it. It is 5 a.m. and my whole family's sleeping upstairs, so I want to make sure that I don't wake people up with whatever it is I'm going to say. But more importantly, for me, change has happened again. If you watched the last podcast, things are different again. Right? And a lot of it bothers me, and a lot of it keeps me angry, frustrated. I do my best to stay as positive as we can be, but at the same time, there's an underlying thing. And I just went on my meditative walk this morning, and it came to light into fruition. Is that what they say? I don't know. It came to light, and for me, it's control. Right? It's not being in control of things, not being in control of factors, not being in control of my own life, my own destiny, my own goals, I guess. Because everything was good, right? I was working 5 days a week, 6 days a week even sometimes. And then I'd come home, it'd be in the morning, come home at night. And then it was just a good routine for the past couple months. I don't even know how many months it's been. 6 months, I don't even know. And I got into that routine, and that was disrupted. Right? That whole routine was disrupted for a great and positive thing. Right? My wife, Nat, got a new job. She hasn't been working in like a year. And it's fantastic. Like, it's great. It's exactly what she wanted. And we all did this manifesting thing where we write down all the goals. Like, what's the dream job? How many hours do you want to have? What little benefits do you want? How much do you want to make? And, we did this exercise months ago, like even a year ago. And it came true. And it's great because on one side, you're like, fuck yeah, thank goodness. You're happy for them. You're excited as a family. It's a great moment. And then you realize that now everything's different. Right? Your world now changes. Someone else's world changes for the better. And your world changes for the better. But it's still change. And if you're a controlling person like I am, like I try to control every factor of my life. Like if I want to, I fast so I don't want to die early. Right? I eat healthy because I don't want to die early. Right? After last year, 2 years ago, it came to the decision that I don't want to die. Right? When you're at the brink of suicide and you don't do it, you've made a decision that you do not want to die. There's times you may feel like it, but at the end of the day, you don't, especially if you're doing what I'm doing. Right? But that change of pattern and the loss of control makes me upset. Because going from 5, 6 days of places that I enjoy being at and talking to people that I do enjoy talking to is now falling apart. Right? People, like I talked last time, people are leaving, people are getting fired. So it's a whole new change. It's just a big change of everything. And I got to sit here and I have to try to handle all of this. Right? I just by myself. That's it. Okay, just do this. It's that easy. It's not that easy. People think it's that easy to just change your patterns or change your methods. It's not easy. Especially when it's something you enjoy. It's like, here, take this, yeah. Play with this amazing toy that brings you joy, happiness, money. Here, take it. Now, you play with that thing for pretty much the entire week. And now, I'm going to take it back. And you could only have it 2 days. Out of nowhere. That's kind of the way I think about how it is affecting me or how it is bothering me. That's 100%. But not even on top of that, guys, like there's things that I don't talk about that are happening and that I'm scared of. That might not be anything, but it can be something. I've been having these weird head feelings. I'm not sure what it is, to points where I'm going to fall down into the ground. I'm at work, I'm inside the freezer or the fridge, and I have to like post myself onto the wall because the world spins. Right? I get super, super lightheaded, and I don't know what's going on. It's gotten better in the past month or so, but I'm still waiting. I went to the hospital, I got my MRIs, I got my CAT scans, everything to make sure there's no big masses in my brain, and there's none. So now I'm waiting to go on a neurologist to see a little more and hopefully cancel out things that we don't understand that are happening. And I don't know what's happening. And I still get dizzy and I still get lightheaded. A lot of people say, oh no, it's vertigo. I was like, yes, we got tested for vertigo. That was the first thing I did. And I hope it is. I hope it is vertigo. But right now it's uncertainty. I'm not sure. I have to get more tests. But my brain just doesn't feel right. Physically, not mentally. Physically, I'm falling. Physically, I'm getting dizzy out of nowhere. Like, I always say, remember when you drink when you're a kid and you get the spins as an adult? I don't know if you still get spins, but I don't get them. But you know when you get the spins and you're just sitting there thinking about all the Long Islands that you drank? Or all the kamikaze shots that you took? Hating yourself? Well, that's what happens really fast. It could go from a clear view of the world to you're in a merry-go-round. It's very, very weird. So we don't know what it is, I don't know what it is, and it kind of scares you. At the end of the day, if it does happen to be something, I'll have to work through that as well. But I'm not sure what it is. And I guess it's Wednesday finally. I could but there's things like that where it's like, thank God, right? Thank you. And these are things I'm grateful for, right? I have the insurance to be able to go see the doctors. I'm fortunate enough to take the time off to be able to do whatever it is I need to do. Right? It's very two ways, right? I'm grateful and thankful for all this stuff that it provides me, but I'm getting spiteful and angry because the things are taken away. I don't know. I guess there is no happy medium, right? There is no happiness, or what they say. But that is also mindset. There's no such thing. I think there's momentarily happiness, and there's things that bring you joy. But what I've learned is that if I focus on the things that bring me joy, the things that bring me cheer, sound like a Christmas album, my day runs a little bit smoother, a little bit better. Because I can easily think about the nightmare before Christmas, right? I can think about skeletons and dead and darkness and people in black. That's my favorite stuff. Not really, I'm actually scared of half that stuff. But when I think of things that bring me joy, it's a lot easier. So like I said, we don't know what these complications are. I have no idea what it is. Going to doctors and going to the hospital and going to ER. Now going to a neurologist. I hope Jesus Christ help me figure out what this is. Because it's not that it bothers me day to day because I do stuff. But it bothers me mentally because I think about what if. Right? And there's no control over what's going on here. So that's already like 20% of my energy taken up. Now you're going to talk about the changes in life where I'm not doing what I was. That takes another 40% of my energy. Right? So now 60% of my energy is gone. So every day I work or do stuff, I have 40% left over. And that energy zaps way fast. Right? Because I do work out. I do a lot of things during the day. Gone. By the end of the day, I have 10% of anger. And I feel like that's all that ever hangs out at the end. Because the energy of thinking about what the fuck's happening to my health, the energy of thinking about what's happening to my career and to my patterns of life, the more you think about it, right? It's called anxiety, right? Thinking about the future pretty much, it bothers you. So how do I take that 60% of energy and at least make it 40%? right? By me doing some skills, by me going for walks, by me working out, by me taking baths, cold plunges, or pour water on my head, or meditating, or taking moments of time, right? I can minimize that 60% to at least 40% of anxiety. It's never going to go away. It's never going to be zero. But by me doing the skills that we talk about on the podcast, the skills I talk about on the shorts, I do them to keep my energy at 40. Give me 40 back. So at least I'm not at 10 by the end of the day. I hope that made sense. I really hope that made sense. Because just because you're not doing things and you're physically exhausting yourself, it's worse when you're mentally exhausting yourself. Right? Being anxious, being paranoid, thinking. It wipes you, it zaps you. It's just like being in Zelda or a video game. In the beginning, you're great, right? You got a full bar of energy, and then you die. And then you come back, but you don't come back with a full bar of energy, you come back with what? A half a bar of energy. And I feel like that's where I start the day all the time. Half a bar, because I take the other half and I fill it with anxiety, whether it's anxiety, depression, paranoia, you name it, because you know it too. It's hard to keep your energy full when you already take away half of it. So what can I do to help me keep at least some percent of this energy? Being quiet, going for walks, doing things I enjoy. And a lot of times we don't get to do that. A lot of times we don't choose to do it either. Like I said, in life there's going to be a lot of good things that happen. And they're great. But then sometimes there's going to be that change that's going to bother you. The change that's just going to affect you in a way that you didn't think it would. But don't feel bad that it does. But just find a way to get your energy back. Find a way to increase that power bar. Because from there, at least we can enjoy a better day. That's all we got, right? Day to day. Day to day to day. Next episode, I'm definitely going to talk about not allowing people or things to affect your values. And when I went to bartend at F1, I learned that lesson pretty fast. And we'll talk about that next time. But thank you guys for coming out. My voice is going anyway. Episode 127, Mental Mobility Podcast. Follow, subscribe, review, rate. See you guys later.